Okay.
Okay.
Your passport.
Yes, sir.
Moments before this soldier approached us, Akka turned to me and said, with the most serious tone I'd ever seen him use, "Remember your story." We had devised, should we run into the military, a story that I was here as an American Jew on a pilgrimage to take pictures of where my father's family used to live here in Hebron, and that we had been given permission to enter the city for that reason.
Where you come from? Where I come from, Los Angeles. Doing a report or something? Just checking everything out, seeing how it is.
Our mere presence here would hopefully be enough of a reason to believe the story, since there was such a tight lockdown on the people entering the city. Everything would be fine as long as they didn't try to verify our story with the soldiers at the checkpoints into the city. Even though a second soldier walked up, causing us to explain the entire story again, we were allowed to continue on, and my technique of employing a hidden camera seemed to have worked.
Thank you.
The children we had passed at the barricades seemed to be our cheering team as they threw snipes at the soldiers we had just encountered. Back near the trash heap, of which the stench was nauseating even from a distance, I saw something I didn't understand. Was this Israeli graffiti? I wasn't sure. The only Palestinians I saw outside in H2 was a mother and her child, who were being stopped by the same guards we had encountered moments earlier. We were making our way deeper into H2 towards the mosque. I would try to use my companions as cover as I would try to steady my camera.
Don't move, you guys.
But the frequency of soldiers and checkpoints was making it too difficult.
Don't tell them that your father is you.
As I was escorted over to a checkpoint for questioning, I was conflicted about using my heritage as a ploy to get deeper into the military zone. My father's family was not from Hebron, and I do not belong to a Jewish synagogue.
Shalom.
But this felt all too similar to a very flawed way of thinking that my country used to practice. So I should feel lucky that I had a way inside. And so far, it was working.
Huh?
Yes, yes. Do you know what he's saying?
Not much.
These soldiers are from the lost tribe of Africa. They are guarding the entrance to the mosque, a holy place for both Jews and Muslims. Once a mosque for Muslims, it was taken over by the Israeli military a few years ago and given to the settlers. As we made our case for being there, settlers entering the mosque stopped only out of curiosity of these three people that clearly didn't belong here. I was sure that at any moment they would search me, find that I was videotaping everything, and it would be over. But that didn't happen, and we said goodbye to the lost tribe of Africa.
Thank you.
Checkpoints were now every 80 feet, and every time I would approach a new set of guards, I could feel my blood pressure rise. We were not stopped at this checkpoint since it was in clear view of the last checkpoint we had just been released from.